Well, we have another news story to talk about regarding the environment and environmental racism against the middle of the island. Why am I showing you this, the Mineola train station with the newly constructed third track? Because the third track is being built for freight trains. It's being built for waste trains coming through. They're going to be hauling trash through our communities. All right, and it's just going to be another, whatever you could say. Where I know the trash has to come out, I know that. All right, but it's just the luck of the middle of the island that this is what it's for. So that's why I'm showing you this. All right, and here is an example of it. News 12 actually did cover this story. They did do something right today. That's why we'll refer to them as News 12 in this particular video. But it says here, Yaphank residents frustrated with plan to bring a new waste transfer station to the area. So, people in Yaphank are done with being Suffolk County's dumping ground. So we're going to play this video for you right now.
New tonight, battle lines are being drawn over plans to build a waste transfer station.
Look at that. And this is in the Pine Barrens, by the way.
Near the Brookhaven Town landfill in Yaphank. And some are arguing the company behind the project is trying to get around the approval process. News 12's Kevin Vesey joins us live from Brookhaven Town Hall with the very latest, very contentious issue there. Kevin.
Absolutely, Joe. Yeah, so opponents of this plan, they were here at Brookhaven Town Hall today, and they say that it's the town of Brookhaven that really should be in charge of any zoning changes that would need to be approved to get this project off the ground. However, they say the waste management company behind all of this, they claim that company is trying to go over the town of Brookhaven's head to dump this project on communities that don't want it.
Just because we live in Bellport doesn't mean that you can treat us all like, garbage.
Cheryl Raschuti has been living near the Brookhaven Town landfill for more than 25 years. The facility is slated to close in 2024 when it reaches capacity. But right across the street, there are plans to build a new trash facility.
Oh, look at that. They already knocked down all the Pine Barrens over there.
It's either you keep piling more garbage on top of garbage, and now across the street you're doing the same exact thing. It's just, it's not fair to us.
The project would be built by Winters Brothers Waste Systems, and it would be called the Winters Rail Terminal.
When the Brookhaven landfill closes, there'll be more than 1 million tons of waste that needs to go someplace.
In this video,
it'll be hauled through the middle of the island.
Winters Brothers, the company calls the proposed rail terminal an environmentally friendly solution, which would take 175 trucks per day off Long Island's roads. Executives also expressed their concern for nearby neighborhoods.
We're working closely with everyone, with regulators, with the town, and with local communities, because we care about those communities.
But Georgette Greer-Key with the Brookhaven NAACP says the company is avoiding the town's zoning regulations by instead going through the Federal Surface Transportation Board because it wants to operate a railroad.
This is a purposeful plan by design to put it in our neighborhood because
so
nobody else wants it. So we're going to have a whole other
company running freight trains.
And that's why they're trying to sneak it by us, because we don't want to take it either.
More environmental racism. That's what this is.
Now, so far, no official applications have been submitted, so the town of Brookhaven is not yet commenting on this. Meanwhile, we tried today to speak with someone from Winters Brothers, but they were not available. They did, however, share with us a letter that they sent to the NAACP earlier this week, and in that letter, they reaffirmed their commitment to listening to that organization's concerns. Joe?
Well, at least News 12 did the right thing by covering this, and we're going to show you on the map where this is right now, so you get an idea of how this is all going to work. All right? So, the dump right here, town of Brookhaven landfill. So they just knocked down all these. I think maybe this is it right here. They just knocked down all of these trees here, and they're going to knock down the rest of these over here too, by the way. I think it's over here. That this is the area they showed, I think. I could be wrong. It could be this area for all I know. But whatever it is, they're going to take all the trash that's normally dumped at Brookhaven landfill, all right? And they are going to haul it off Long Island. Now, this is, like I said, I understand that railroad is the most efficient way to do it. And I don't agree with landfills, all right? But why don't we build a waste-to-energy plant here instead at the Brookhaven landfill? Wouldn't that make a lot more sense than hauling all this trash out? So you're going to take all this trash, who knows what. This is all going to go. We already have a rail terminal over here already. And this is all going to go down the main line. So we're going to draw right here all the trash. It's going to go all right, let's say this is it, all right. It's going to go all through and then down the main line. Right, so all the communities along the main line are going to have lots of trash trains going through each day. And I mean, it's not going to be good. It's an eyesore. I understand the need for the freight trains, all right? But to have garbage hauled off Long Island, it in general is inefficient. When it should be, there's still going to be ash if you have an incinerator. I understand that, but it's a lot less to haul ash off than it is to haul the trash, all the trash off as it is. All right, so this is the landfill area right here. All right, and so there is no waste-to-energy plant here right now. All right, but one could easily be built. In fact, all these woods they knocked down, they could build a plant right here. It's right next to Caithness already, which is over here. So this is a power plant right here. So you could build a waste-to-energy plant, and we can burn the garbage instead of just dumping it out. Now people go like, that emits carbon dioxide. But the thing is, they have scrubbers. Most of these plants have sequestration systems and scrubbers to minimize the pollution. I mean, if you've been to the American Refuel plant, well, it used to be called American Refuel, now it's called Covanta, the Covanta plant, which is right over here. Right here, this is Covanta right here. This is the Covanta plant. This is an example of a waste-to-energy plant that's been in service for a while now. Let's see if we can see it from here. Oh, come on, Google. Really? Oh, my God. I really see it from the parkway here. So this is it right here, all right? And I've walked by this. I've walked by this plenty of times. I've been in Eisenhower Park, and I don't smell anything from it. The only thing this emits is steam. That's it. If you have a cold winter's day, you'll see steam, and that's it. It's all captured. It's all sequestered. They have a sequestration system in this plant, all right? And that seems like it's a lot more efficient to have the garbage incinerated at a waste-to-energy plant than it is to haul it off the community. And they're talking about Yaphank and the waste rail facility. What are all the communities on the main line that are going to have to deal with all these trash trains coming through? So this is what I mean. This is what we're going to have to see going through our town all the time, are these trash trains. And they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, like, I understand. I'm not against the freight trains, all right? But I am against the trash trains, all right? We shouldn't be hauling trash off Long Island. It just makes the garbage someone else's problem, all right? What we should be doing is having plants to burn that trash and create energy from it. That's a lot better than hauling this through people's communities. And it's the middle of the island that's going to deal with it. There aren't any freight trains on the South Shore. There aren't any trash trains on the South. There aren't even any freight trains. But there aren't even... Look at all the trash here being hauled. And you know this is going to raise the risk of possible derailments. And you know the trash... Look at this. They don't even have netting over this. This is going to fall off if it's a windy day, and it's going to blow into our communities. Are all on the main line. Every single main line community is going to have to deal with this. While the South Shore, on the other hand, doesn't. They get to sit pretty with all the M9s. That's right. They get to sit pretty with all the M9s. No garbage trains going through their community. Now, it's always the middle of the island that's going to have to deal with it, because the middle of the island is where the most diverse communities are. This is just another clear example of the discrimination going on here in the middle of the island. All these communities, hardly any of these are lily white communities. All right? They're all diverse. Maybe Ronkonkoma is fairly white, but they're all diverse communities in the middle of the island. All right? And we are getting redlined. This is all part of the plan to redline us. So you have all these trash trains going down through the middle of the island like this. Some of them start off here in Yaphank, and then they go through the middle of the island, right down the main line. All right? And people don't want to live in communities where there's trash trains going through. All right? They're not going to want to live in communities where there's trash. All right? So the continued decay of the middle of the island will continue. The crime, the trash trains, while the South Shore They just have passenger trains on their pretty little enclave on the South Shore. They get to sit pretty well. We get all the problems. How is that fair? That is not fair at all. So I'm glad News 12 covered this, but they did miss, once again, the bigger picture, that this is all part of the plan to destroy the middle of the island. And that's really what it all comes down to. And when you look at that beautiful third track, so that is a beautiful, nice little track they put. But then you see what they're using it for. You get the picture of what exactly is going on. And it's not good for us. So that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.